Hey everybody. So I wanted to jump in here and kind of appropriate that I'm clearing my throat. I wanted to chat about your health and all the smoke in the air, the horrible air quality that we're experiencing in the Pacific Northwest. I'm in Oregon. And it's really bad. The meter that gauges our air quality goes up to 500, and it was over 500. Today, thankfully, it's been in the mid 200s, kind of bouncing around a little bit, but it's still, that's way too much. Supposed to be around 50 or lower, so we have a little ways to go. But I wanted to share some things that I personally do. I'm a holistic health coach. I'm not a doctor, but these are things that I do, and a lot of them are things that I do regularly. So not just right now, but I'm a big fan of preventative measures, and we're going into cold and flu season. So despite all the stuff that we're already fighting, we're going into cold and flu season. So there are many, many things, but I just want to keep it kind of simple. First of all, right now, as much as I love to go outside and I crave it and I need it, I'm not. So my poor dog has not had a walk in a week because the air quality has been bad for that long, over a week now. And that is really important. That's the first thing that you need to do, because you're giving your body a chance to maintain health without an extra layer of something to fight. And it's so bad. That air quality is so bad right now. So stay inside. You can do things like turn your AC on and really circulate air, and make sure that your filters, your air filters, are clean. And you might not need to change them extra right now. But you can do that. That really helps. Running a bathroom fan is very powerful. And you can do that. We're doing the, not so much the AC, like yesterday was a lot cooler, but we've done it a little bit today, and the bathroom fans, and just making sure you're not leaving doors open, and that if you sense any of that smoky air coming in, that you do what you can, like put a towel in that spot or something. Anyway, so drink lots of water. Sorry. In my office, it's not as tightly sealed as in the house. So I am feeling it a little bit. So you can also do things like take a little bit of raw local honey, just put it in your mouth, or you can put it in tea or something like that. It really helps to coat your throat, and it's antibacterial. So that's a really, really good thing to do. Some people use honey regularly to help combat allergies. It's said that if you use, again, raw local is very, very important, honey, and take like a teaspoon a day. It takes like a year to build up, but it will help combat allergies. So, and I've heard people say it works. I don't have allergies, not like strong enough for it to like really bother me. So I've not done it, but I've heard that it really, really helps. So some other things I'm doing, I always take a multivitamin, and the one I use is Garden of Life. I really like how pure their products are, and that they test for heavy metal. And I use the gummies because I'm not a big pill swallower. So I do things where I have to swallow a pill. You'll see in a second, but I try to avoid it, because then I'm really assuring myself that I'm going to do it. And you know, who doesn't like gummies? So I'm way more likely to do it. So I take one for women over 40. So I do that every day. But then right now I'm doing some extra things. I usually don't do vitamin D on a regular basis, but when I'm feeling a threat to my immune system, or if I'm not getting enough sun, then I will do that. And so I take a liposomal spray vitamin D3. D3 is important because it's more absorbable. I hope you can see that. And I know it's probably, there we go, probably backwards, but I got this at Natural Grocers. You can probably get it at, I don't even know, Whole Foods, your local vitamin store, which I get a lot of my vitamins and supplements from our local one right in town. But having K2 with it is super important, because it basically shuttles the D3 where it needs to go, and prevents calcification, which you can experience if you're getting a lot of D without K2. without enough. So there's that. So I'm doing this right now every day. And then I take a really high quality vitamin C, and I have vitamin C in my multi, but I am doing extra right now. And vitamin C is one that you can take like a lot of, and basically your body will tell you that it's enough when you start like needing to be on the toilet a little more, if you know what I mean. So you will experience some loose stools, and that is like your body saying, okay, I've had enough. But otherwise it's not going to be toxic for you. So those are some really good things, and they help with inflammation, and they help with really boosting your immune system. So I am an essential oil person. I love my essential oils. And, so there are 3 that I'm using regularly right now. So the thing is, you cannot just go to the store and pick up an essential oil and use it safely, because they can have who even knows what in them, fillers, heavy metals, and that can be very, very dangerous. Not to mention they might just not work. So there are a lot of great companies out there. So do your research. I personally use doTERRA. This isn't a plug for doTERRA, but I researched, and they are certified pure therapeutic grade. And that's the highest level. And then they're third-party tested. So that makes me feel super comfortable. So I actually have these little like gelatin capsules that I got at the vitamin store, and you open them up and then you can put your oils in there. Now, obviously it's not the easiest thing to do, but it's great. These just drop out 1 drop at a time. So I've done it for so long that I find it actually not a big deal. But you can also get different sizes. So, make sure you get a big enough one that it's you're not challenging yourself too much. But the first thing, we are never without oregano essential oil in my house, because this is like nature's antibiotic, and I am not even kidding. This stuff is amazing. It's super good for respiratory health as well. And it has great antioxidants in it, really supports your immune system. I mean, you get a lot of bang for your buck with this guy. My husband reacts to gluten, and he'll react on his skin with a rash. And when he takes some of this internally in a capsule, never put this right in your mouth because you'll hate me. There's my capsule, but put it in the capsule. It's just hot. So it's like super spicy hot, super, super spicy hot. I did it once thinking, oh, I'm fine, it'll just be a second, and just like tears running down my face. And it was like, I'm never doing that again. So I'm also really careful to not let it drip down the side, because then you're going to taste it, and it's not good. Anyway, so I'll put a couple of drops in here along with turmeric, which is anti-inflammatory. This one you could put in your mouth, but it just doesn't taste great. And then On Guard is one which is a blend. You could make it yourself. It has clove, it has some different citruses, which we all know are really, really good for your immune system, and added vitamin C from the citrus. There is cinnamon leaf, cinnamon bark, eucalyptus, rosemary. So you're getting some antibacterial in that as well. So I put all 3 of those oils, just like a couple of drops of each, in my little capsule, and close it up tight. You kind of have to, it almost clicks when you close it down. Swallow it. And depending on what's going on, like if it's a regular time of year, this is not a regular year in any sense of that term, but I might do it, if I just feel something coming on, I might take it like once a day, or if I'm really fighting something, I might take it like 2 or 3 times a day. You just kind of feel how you're doing. The other day, I started feeling just my lungs were like, oh, I don't like this, all the smoke. So I took some, it was in the evening. So I took just what I told you, went to bed, and I felt so much better in the morning, but I've just been doing it preventatively right now. And then there's other things, like if you have kiddos, you can use these oils like diluted with a little fractionated coconut oil, which is just like liquidy. You could put it in regular coconut oil if you'd like, but you dilute a couple of drops of that with some of the fractionated coconut oil. They actually have roller bottles that are already made up that you can purchase, but just put it on their feet. It absorbs very well from the feet, and then they're not having to try to swallow a pill. And sometimes kids are just, or people are like, I can smell it, I don't, no thank you. So that's what I am doing. I would say also a couple extra things. Exercise. You really do still need to exercise, but just make sure that if you are, because that's another way to really, really keep your immune system strong, but do not do it outside. Do not. That's even worse than just going outside, because then you're opening up your airways more especially if you're doing some kind of cardio. So do not do that. Make sure that if you're exercising, it's in a really good, well ventilated in terms of the air is circulating, but really enclosed space. I teach classes in a space exactly like that. I feel perfectly comfortable doing it there. Our house is pretty good too. So I've been exercising in my house, but I won't do it in the garage right now. There's too many little ways for that awful air to get in. So I'm not doing that. And then I will say broccolini or broccoli sprouts. This, you guys, and it's different than broccoli. It's has different properties to it, but it has sulforaphane in it, which is antimicrobial. It's an antioxidant, and there are studies that show that sulforaphane, which you could take it in a supplement, but like I always try to go to a food source if possible with this stuff, but right now, like some of this stuff we just need extra of, right? So sulforaphane improves bronchoprotective properties. All these big words, right? So it's basically a phytonutrient from cruciferous veggies, which if you know me at all, I talk about cruciferous veggies because they help your liver cleanse excess estrogen. So it really helps you have more balanced hormones. So another really great thing about it is that it's anti-inflammatory, and it provides enzymes that help clear your lungs. It helps get this junk out. So people who have asthma and allergies have been reported through studies to really see improvement by using sulforaphane. So if you want to just like add this to your diet, like every day for a little bit, I am actually just going to saute some up tonight. That would be a really good idea. So lots of things you can do. I'm a big fan of magnesium in your bath through Epsom salt. I take it in my water. I usually have it in my water. So that's something also that really helps in terms of anti-inflammatory and detoxing the body. And there's just a lot to detox right now. And magnesium also really helps with stress and relaxation. So I know I threw a lot at you, but pick some of those things that you think that you can really do and you'll stick to. Zinc is another one I didn't mention. It's in my multi, and I personally can't have too much of it because I have autoimmune stuff, and my personal autoimmune symptoms, sorry, I can't talk, go through the roof if I have too much. So, but that's something that everybody should consider, if your body can handle it, fine. That's all I have to say. Again, I'm not a doctor. This is stuff that I have researched, that I am doing, that works for me. And I'm just going to reemphasize, if you're going to do essential oils, make triple sure that they are good quality. Like they're very high quality. I would not just ingest whatever essential oils, because you can get them at the grocery store. You can get them at the craft store. No, do not put that in your body. Do not. So that's all I have to say, you guys, and I hope that you are staying well right now and sane. I'll talk to you soon.